to the Hookah Round Up. I am your host, the Mick. My boy,
JB.
that's right. Earth behind the cameras. Now, not too long ago, you saw us review Starbuzz Lemon Mint. But we decided we're going to take a new spin on the Starbuzz Lemon Mint. And what are we going to do with that? We are going to take a second, switch hoses.
Switch hoses.
And swap out the standard, generic, run-of-the-mill, average, everyday, default hose.
Did you memorize a thesaurus for this?
Bitch, I am a thesaurus.
Go
We're going to
on.
swap that out for the Mystique Ice Hose 2.0.
Drum roll, please. Now, with the Mystique Ice Hose, you're going to get a whole bunch of nice new advantages, which we'll soon describe as, we're done setting this shit up.
Yeah, so let's get to it.
Let's get on that.
Alright, so as you can see, we got a new toy here to play with. We're still doing Lemon Mint, just like we were last week, even though it was about 5 minutes ago. This is the Mystique Ice Hose 2.0.
If you can read that text.
I don't think they can. I can barely read it from here.
Yeah.
Anyway, it looks like a magic wand. It's heavy, but it damn sure works.
Ooh, that it does, ladies and gentlemen. That it does.
I bought this on Amazon a couple months ago for about $25. And let me tell you something,
well spent.
if you're doing any kind of like minty flavor, oh yeah. This will make it so much cooler. It contains these little like ketchup packets filled with liquid. Put in the freezer for like an hour or two before you smoke. Freezes the shit in the packets, but smoke can still flow through. And it really feels like you're inhaling on a cold winter's night with mints in your mouth.
Exactly. Yeah, as you might guess, the whole purpose of the ice hose is to, cool down the smoke before it hits your mouth. Thereby, giving you a much smoother smoke. Which the Mystique Ice Hose does pretty goddamn well. There's enough, room for, some decent airflow.
Mm-hmm. You're not going to feel like it's impeded in any way.
Exactly. And, you can get the liquid packets inside down to a very cold temperature, giving you a very smooth smoke.
Pretty much whatever temperature your freezer's at, these will come out at. A couple notes about this. You want to make sure you rinse it out after every use, otherwise they'll start turning brown, which I have neglected to do on some instances.
As you can, if you can, see from the camera.
Yeah, so make sure you rinse it out after every use to prevent that from happening.
If you want a nice, clean ice hose.
If you're ever at a hookah bar and they have this as an option, it's usually like $5 for ice. Some of them ghetto it up and they'll have like an unscrewable hose and they'll put like little ice packets in the hose. This is the better option. You got to make sure that you also have a hose that has a detachable nozzle. This came as one piece, so that wasn't an issue. But if you're just buying just the hose, I don't know what kind of deal you'll find online. You want to make sure that it's going to be compatible with whatever size hose you have.
Exactly.
But no, it definitely cools it down. Like I said, this was $25 and it was money fucking well spent. That's for damn sure, because it really enhances, any minty flavors you're doing, like Blue Mist with this shit.
Oh. As we were talking about our last episode, our house lemon mint mix, using the ice hose.
Pulling a JB.
Ooh. Now, there's one downside to the ice hose, which you kind of saw with Dan, is that it's kind of easy for air to get trapped in there. So, after a while, it's going to back up, and you're going to get a little bit of harshness.
One other thing that you need to keep in mind with this ice hose, you have a limited amount of time to enjoy it. It's ice. It's gonna warm up. It, melts and shit. Well, granted, the liquid in here is actually not frozen. It's still, you kick it around. Yeah, see that smoke coming out? That's cool. You can still feel that it's liquid. You got about 30 to 40 minutes of this thing being really making a difference. Normally at that point I just switch back to another hose. But this thing is great at parties because everyone's like, "Ooh, what's that?"
Exactly.
Oh, that looks so cool.
It adds to mystique.
Ooh, I see what you did there. As if I didn't answer that enough.
Yeah. It happens. Rare as it does.
Like I said, the most important thing is that it does not impede the airflow when you're smoking. It doesn't feel like you're sucking through the ice packets. It really feels like you're just pulling on a normal hose, and that could be a problem if you're messing around with an ice hose that feels clogged or anything. But yeah, take care of it because it'll take care of you. Rinse it out. Make sure you got to put it in the freezer. But overall, it's a very good addition to any hookah smoking experience. We've experimented with a lot of different things, like putting ice in the base, and that works to an extent, but only so much. This definitely adds a lot more chill. It's definitely an ice edition. Go Mr. Freeze on you.
Okay, Schwarzenegger.
So, when you're smoking this, make sure you chill out.
Oh God, he's going to do this for the rest of the night. The rest of the night.
Yeah, pretty much.
As soon as you break out the ice hose, get prepared for the ice puns.
Listen, that movie was terrible, but it was terribly funny because it was so terrible.
Okay, yes, it was.
Right?
I guess.
Am I right? Yes. He's giving me like the I guess, yeah.
And I suppose that we got the ice hose. It's appropriate. I'll give you that much at the very least.
Thank you for not being cold towards my sense of humor.
If only I was. Maybe you would have learned to tell a better joke by now.
I don't think that's possible.
I think so.
It feels weird not doing a review without our patented 5-point star-based rating system.
We had to drop that, of course. Because it's patented.
Why would we have to drop it if it's patented? We have the patent.
Anyone
who uses that, we can fucking sue you.
No, we can't. Go right ahead.
Don't encourage them. I don't need anyone biting off of my brilliance.
Yes, all 3 people watching this.
This is more than 3. This is like at least 5.
5. Sorry. I apologize to the 5 of you out there.
3 of us are in the room. Anyway, anything else you want to add to this?
I can't really think of an ice pun off the top of my head, so no.
No, you wouldn't, would you? Okay. So, I think that pretty much wraps up what we wanted to say about the Mystique Ice Hose 2.0.
Indeed.
Gets a whopping 2 thumbs up from the Hookah Round Up. Definitely a worthy addition to any smoke session you're gonna conduct. Although I wouldn't try this with like apple cinnamon, pumpkin pie, gingerbread, cinnamon roll.
Things that are supposed to be spicy, like they should have a bit of a burn to them. So
yeah, like this would be good. I feel like for maybe like an orange to kind of cool it down a little bit.
Like if you're smoking hookah in the summer, this would be a very nice
this
addition.
is awesome in the summer. It works so much better in the summer because it's like 95 degrees out and you're just sitting there sweating.
Oh,
this is just like a rush of cold air.
Exactly, and you can do that with, any put in lemon.
Like, those stupid ass Coors Light commercials where they're like on top of a mountaintop and like, oh, it's as cold as the Rockies. Fuck that. This is as cold as the Rockies, and it doesn't even need to turn blue to tell me that.
Exactly. The rest of the hose is already blue. Ha! Suck on that, Coors Light.
I don't want to suck on Coors like they're terrible.
Yeah.
I don't want them anywhere near my mouth.
Yeah, actually don't do that. Suck on the Sam Adams instead.
Hell yeah. Hell fucking yeah.
Now with that...
I'm sure a lot of people in Boston were drinking that when the Patriots won the Super Bowl.
If only they made a beer called Tom Brady, they'd be drinking that.
Don't even get me started on that. Anyway, thank you for joining the Hookah Round Up. This has been the Mystique Ice Hose 2.0 review with my boy JB.
Yo.
Earth behind the cameras. Once again, no Mac.
No Mac.
Listen, he had plenty of time to get here between reviews. He's just a slacker. A slacker.
It happens to the best of us. It really does.
Yeah, but he's not one of those. Anyway, please feel free to check out our other project, The Underground Gamers. I know I say that every review. I gotta keep reminding you, we need those views. We need that YouTube money. We got 2 sources of revenue, and neither one of them are providing for us.
Come on, please. Please, pretty please with sugar on top. It's just another channel, you guys.
Don't sound desperate. Anyway, thank you for joining the Hookah Roundup.
Happy smoking, guys.